What's going on? What's going on? Freddie J back with another video. This is going to be my Mortal Kombat review. So, yes, we're going to get right into it. It's not going to be really any spoilers, I guess. But just for fair warning, I'm going to get into kind of a deep dive into the characters that we saw on screen. So, just letting you know, a lot of my reviews, they're going to be a mix, okay? It's not really too many spoilers, but probably going to be a little bit of details if you haven't seen the movie. So let's get right into it. Mortal Kombat. This Mortal Kombat movie, 2021 version, it's pretty much, I'm gonna just say it's a great movie, right? Or at least it's a great Mortal Kombat movie. As a Mortal Kombat movie, as a video game movie or a movie adaptation from a video game, it delivers on a lot of fronts. It's a lot of nostalgic moments. It's a lot of fan service. Okay, it's great. As a movie itself, as a movie, okay, we're just talking about as a movie. Whoo! It kind of missed the mark in a lot of areas. It's a lot of plot holes. It got too many plot holes. Way too many plot holes. Way too many. So this movie pretty much it starts off kind of weak to me. The Scorpion action scene was cool, but just as a movie, how it starts off weak, and as the movie keeps progressing, it gets better, which I guess is a good thing. But yeah, it just gets better as it keeps going. Now going into the characters, and this is why the movie gets better as the time goes on. But going into the characters, as you can see, Scorpion, Sub Zero are on the face of the cover of the movie. As a lot of times they are in the video games, right? They are pretty much a lot of the main attractions, right? Um, off rip, Scorpion's story makes no sense. His story makes completely no sense at all whatsoever. And that's he's cool as a character when you see him on screen. But again, it's a lot of the plot holes revolve around his story and his family. It doesn't make sense at all whatsoever. They introduce a new character, Cole, and he gets a lot of screen time. He's there. He's kind of just there. Pretty much. I'm not gonna lie. He's pretty much Takeda. He's a remixed version of Takeda from Mortal Kombat X, I think, 10, or was he introduced in 9? I think he was introduced in 9, no, he was introduced in 10, I believe. Either way you go, he's pretty much a remixed version of Takeda. My thing is, you could have just had Takeda in the movie. Uh, they had options to go the route of having his new character in, having him link all the other characters and stuff like that, which was cool. Most of the plot holes, like again, revolves around Scorpion and the new character. Okay, and they could have went the other option of either introducing Takeda to the movie, or they could have just not involved a new character and centered everything around the already existing family of Mortal Kombat members. However, I don't know which one would have been better. So by them going this route, it's probably a good thing that they went this route. But this movie is pretty much a big setup movie. Like it's going to be sequels. Most likely, they're going to be sequels to this movie. A sequel or multiple sequels. Um, Being case in point, maybe a big drop, but just so you know, Mortal Kombat is really only referenced in this movie, and I'm just leave it at that. It's really only reference, which is one of my biggest gripes about the movie, but we're just gonna leave it at that. Um, Going to some a little bit more positives. Sub Zero, as you saw a lot in the trailers, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT in this movie. But that's kind of to be expected too, because if you really played the video, like Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real, y'all. Let's keep it real. If you played the video games, right? If you're a fan of the video games, if you're not a fan, if you just played them, you should know that Sub Zero is really the GOAT of Mortal Kombat. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. Okay, he's the GOAT in this movie. He's the GOAT in the video games. Scorpion 2. He his adversary, right? But if you're a real true member of Mortal Kombat, you know Sub Zero is the GOAT. On and off the court. That's how I like to say it. However, to be honest with you, still, even though he was the GOAT in the movie, they still dumped him down too. Because Sub Zero is such a GOAT that, let's just say in the video games, right? Sub Zero don't have to do anything. He literally can sit on his ice throne and eat frozen grapes and not get involved in any of this. He don't have to participate in Outer World or Earth or any in Mortal Kombat at all. He don't have to participate at all. He can just be on the sidelines. That's how much of a GOAT he is. And it shows in the movie, but they kind of dumped him down a little bit too. But it's to be expected. It's a low budget movie. Jax and Sonya, they're in the movie. They're kind of you see his Jax get his butt whooped in the trailer and stuff. They're kind of just there to move the movie forward. It's not a good thing or a bad thing. They're just there. They did their jobs, and that's what they supposed to do. Them being the characters that they are, who military background stuff like that. That's what they do. They do their jobs, right? However, with them doing their jobs, they added more plot holes into the movie, and half the plot holes was really centered around them. That's really just all it is to it. I like them being in the movie. Some of Sonya, I think it was the writing, to be honest with you. However, it was mostly the writing. However, it was both the actress and her writing, the material that she was given. It's like it felt rushed. A lot of her scenes felt rushed. A lot of what she was saying, how she delivered the lines, felt rushed. It just felt rushed. But they were cool. I ain't gonna nitpick too much about them. I didn't see like reviews on it, but I was seeing some Twitter comments and stuff like that or whatnot, and a lot of people was getting on Reptile. I'm gonna just say, to me, he was cool in the form that they presented him in, and that's all I'm gonna say about Reptile. Kano was one of the highlights. Kano was cool. I don't even like Kano. I don't like Kano. I hate playing with him. Well, I don't. Let me not say that. I don't hate playing with Kano in a video game. I just don't like him as a character. Which, I guess that's what you're supposed to not like him. And yeah, you don't like him in this movie, and that's good. He played his role very well. Like, he's one of the most accurate characters in the movie. The thing about it is that his past kept coming up. Like, everything about him is about his past in this movie. Plot holes. A lot of plot holes. That's all I'm gonna say. When I looked at the trailer, Luke Kane, I said Luke Kane for my trailer review. He looked like the least interesting character. Almost like a double negative. But he looks like the least interesting character out of all of them. And I'm actually proud to say that he wasn't. He kind of overacted in some scenes, I guess, in some parts. But I actually like Luke Kane more than a lot of the characters. I feel like he was one of the highlights of the movie. He was cool. I'm sorry. I always get a call when I'm doing a video. All the time. That was ringing loud. So Liu Kang and Kung Lao. Kung Lao was one of the least interesting characters. I'm just say that off rip. He was really he didn't have anything to do in this movie at all. I will give him props though, because he was the only person that had a flawless victory. All right, so you know, good job. But he didn't have nothing to do, so he was really one of the least interesting characters. And the actor too, he was alright. He was alright. You know, he was alright. My biggest gripe though with this movie, the biggest gripe I ever have with this movie, right? What was Raiden? What Raiden was the most disappointing thing I have ever seen. Like, he was totally miscast. Raiden was miscast. He was just completely miscast. I feel like Raiden didn't know he was in a movie. Like, he was stuck in a trailer. Everything revolved around his scenes. Everything about around Raiden was complete utter trash, and they totally miscast this man. I don't know who made the decision to cast this man as Raiden. And I apologize. I know you got feelings, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just attack you like that, but you shouldn't have been in this movie. I apologize. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What on the Liu Kang special effects too? Um, Liu Kang special effects, the fire, it was definitely fake fire. You can tell it was definitely fake fire. However, how they did it was actually pretty cool. Like, if you gonna be fake, at least make it cool. And it was definitely some cool fake fire. No pun intended. And yes, this man Raiden, get him out the movie. He was in the wrong movie. I'm no. I'm sorry. Um, Going over to some of the other characters though. Cabal, you know, some of the side characters, minor characters. Cabal was pretty cool. I think he was probably, besides Kano, he was probably the most accurate character. Like, everything about Cabal was straight out the video game. His voice, the costume he was wearing, the special effects, everything was literally like the Cabal in the video game. So that was kind of cool. Melina, she complimented Sub Zero. You know, when you saw Melina and Sub Zero together, it was like, okay, now you know something serious about to happen, right? So Melina was cool. I feel like she should have had more to do though. Like, she could have been in the movie a little bit more. It's just she didn't have enough to do. You know, everything was kind of really centered around Sub Zero and on that side, right? Um, and then what's his name? Goro. He was disrespected. He that man was disrespected in this movie. But you know, it's a low budget movie, so it's only so much you can do with special effects. So I get it. But man, that man was disrespected. However, all in all, like I said before, um, Mortal Kombat as a Mortal Kombat movie, it was great. It was good. You know, you saw a lot of what you wanted to see. As a movie, they need to, for the sequels, they need to find a better director and better writing. Okay, I was getting on the cast a lot, going through them. The cast itself, like I said, they did their job. The cast was pretty cool. You know, they wasn't really bad. You know, besides what I mentioned, who the people I mentioned. The writing needs to improve a lot. The writing needs to improve because this wasn't it. This was for more movies. This wasn't it. If you want to get a Mortal Kombat 2, a 3, a 4, but let's just go with the second Mortal Kombat. Find better writers, even if you need more than one or so, because the writing this wasn't it. The directing of it, it wasn't it. I was rooting for you, bro, and you gave us a good Mortal Kombat movie like this. In the first one, in the first Mortal Kombat movie, I can watch, you know, anytime, any day. You know, I'll watch it. I don't mind. As long as it's not Annihilation, the second one. The Annihilation was a piece of dog shit. I'm sorry. No, I will not watch that movie. But this one and the first one was it's cool. I feel like they almost tied. I would give this one a little slight edge above the first one, which is saying something, you know, because the first Mortal Kombat movie it's nostalgic, you know. But they would come into the other movies, since this was a big setup movie. That's all it pretty much was, a big setup movie for more Mortal Kombat movies to come. You know, you got to come harder. You got to come a little harder. But I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Oh, I forgot to say the highlight of the movie. The action choreography was great. The action was amazing. You know, that was good. You know, it was really good. And I enjoyed myself. Let's just say that. Let's say that. Next movies come harder, but this was a good one. Okay, this was a good pass. So that's my review for the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie. And like I said, I enjoyed it. Mortal Kombat in my shaggy voice. Okay, alright. Come harder next time. I appreciate y'all for giving us this movie. Yeah. So I'm not gonna give it a rating, anything like that. Maybe, well, I guess I could give it like a. I'll give it a 6. I give it a 6, which is passable. You know, it's passable. So yeah, this Freddie J with another video. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Peace out.